We got big squares. Can you hear me?
Oh, what's happened with the squares?
I don't know. This is odd, isn't it?
Right, if you click on your multi-guest,
Uh, yeah.
then you should have like box layout.
Where's that?
On
Hey,
where you
darling.
click, we're just sorting out boxes. Where you click, if you click
Okay.
on multi-guest, it should say
Yeah.
like layout or something like that.
I've got a box. Let's have a look at that. Uh, no. Let me try again. Hello, darling. Nice to meet you. How are you? Bear with. No, it doesn't do layout. Oh, unless it's that. What's that? Oh. 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 Is that one or the other one?
Should have more options. You should have like.
Oh, can't see
I know
Angel.
it's there somewhere, but I don't know where to find the settings, but if you go to your settings, you can change the grid layout. Somehow, I just don't know how to do it.
I know
Right,
you
sorry.
without looking and seeing what you're doing. I can't.
Yeah.
I wonder if I tap like, does that work? Oh, hang on. Expand, countdown, expand with both. What does that mean? Oh, we can have two. We can have two. We're gonna have you big and me big, and then we'll put the girls big as
we'll
well.
we'll be little. We'll just sit at the bottom.
Just let me think.
Hello, everyone. Anyway, welcome. Sorry, I'm really rubbish with technology. I normally have Dave or Nick's talking me through it.
Oh,
So,
this
hello, everyone. How are we all? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, I'm all good here.
Oh, good. It's so nice to see your face, not your little logo. I'm like, oh, that's what you look like.
No, I know that's all you ever see is my logo, unless I'm actually on in my own account. So I don't even know what my picture is in my own account. Actually, I don't know if it's a picture of me and Dougie or if it's just me. It's probably somewhere abandoned. I don't know.
And it's
It's
always
probably
dark as well, so I can't really see you anyway. So,
I know. I know.
oh, we're just waiting for Angel. Is she here? Angel, are you here? Hi,
Let's
Vicky.
share it out. She said she was ready, but you know what she's like. She's
Yeah.
saying she's ready and she's on a phone call still, no an angel.
Me and Nixie and Angel were gamers on Fortnite, right? We love that when we're not doing this. It's completely different, isn't it, from what we normally do? But Angel, she always says, "Yeah, we're coming," and we're sitting there, and she don't bloody turn up until about half hour late, does she?
Right, let's just go in the game and just she'll turn up when she turns up. She's one of them. No time at all.
I would love to say that's me, but it is not. Like I am notoriously online, like on time all the time. Like
That's
I can't be late for anything at all.
You have to like when you've got an
It's
appointment as well. If you've got an appointment, you're sitting around waiting. Is it time to go?
especially through COVID when they said you couldn't turn up 5 minutes before your appointment. I was like, no, no. Like I need to be there like 20 minutes before my appointment. So I'd be like sitting in the car waiting for like 7 minutes too, so I could take the 2 minutes walk in.
Exactly.
I always sit in the car. I'll sit on the car for I don't know, half hour if I have to. Don't bother me. As long as I'm there, I'm happy. I'll be happy
Yes.
scrolling.
I'm
Hello,
the
Angel,
I'm the
darling.
5 hours early for the airport kind of person. So
Yes.
We can't figure out what to do with the boxes, Angel. So we've kind of like improvised and done it like this.
I think she'd be quite happy being small, wouldn't you, Angel?
I like being small. I like being small. Small and insignificant. I'm here for it.
Yes, Megan, I love Fortnite. We all do. What's your first name? I only know you as Haunting Scotland. What's your first name?
it's Shannon.
Shannon. I'm going to try and remember it. I don't know, Shannon. You're not a gamer, are you, Shannon?
No. No.
Will be by the end of this.
I wasn't until these two coaxed me into it.
Oh, I was.
I'm not interested in the slightest. I'm really not. My daughter's a big gamer. She loves, in fact, I think she's playing Fortnite right now.
There you go. See, you can go and borrow it later on.
She doesn't even like Winner Doom. I've got no chance. But no,
Darling.
I've never been one for games ever since they moved away from the PlayStation 2.
Oh, well, that was a good device.
Yeah, I'm a retro gamer.
Yeah. Is that the one with the golden eye, James Bond? Because that was my favourite. Yeah.
Although I played Crash Bandicoot.
That's what I used to like. Crash Bandicoot, the old games.
You like to play games, and I know you're a drawer. See, she was clearly watching. She just ran down and said, "I'm a drawer, not a gamer."
Nah, I love Fortnite, guys.
Right, goodbye.
Child file. Anyway, my darlings, we are here and we're going to be talking paranormal, not PlayStation, honest. And lovely Shannon is our lovely paranormal investigator. You normally do it with your husband, don't you?
I do, yes. He's the medium out of the two of us.
Oh, is he?
He is indeed, yeah.
Yes. Oh,
And
Shannon's
he's a very good one at that as well.
Is he? Oh,
Yeah.
you'll have to come back then, won't you, both of you together, so we can talk about that as well.
Yeah, he's not here just now. He's away for work just now, so we've got the pleasure of just my company. So
That's absolutely fun. Girls together would do it.
yeah.
So, darling, we're just going to sort of speak about the paranormal. If anybody in the comments has got any questions about the paranormal, haunted locations, anything on that side of things, pop them in and we'll try between us all answer the best we can for you all. While you're just sitting there watching, if you wouldn't mind just spamming the likes, just keep flicking the likes going. That would just really helps this live get out there. It's a bit up and down at the moment. I've been talking to a lot of creators on here with the live, so we'll go with it. And hopefully what I can do as well is, if it'll let me, God willing, download this and then we'll put it up on our YouTubes and people can watch it back if they miss it, sort of thing.
Oh, hi, Loz. So Lost Whispers have just joined. That's a team who we go out with a lot.
Oh,
They've
wow.
just
So
joined.
you get together with other teams?
Yeah, we get together. We get together quite a lot, actually. We do collab with a lot of other. Well, we have another team who we collab with quite a lot as well, and she just happens to be my sister-in-law. So we definitely keep it quite close. But Loz and Donna from Lost Whispers, we have collabed with them a lot in the last probably 6 months or so. Round about that, probably. So yeah, they're a good team.
Wonderful. So Nixie and Angel, do you have any questions that you want to start with, or are you all right just for a moment?
I would like to know, my first thing that I want to know, because I'm new to working like with mediumship and stuff, so then it's obviously got me into the paranormal stuff, into that side of things. I'm really intrigued, and I would like to know about your equipment. So for anyone that's wanting to do a bit of paranormal investigation, have you got like a best piece of equipment that you work with?
So for me personally, I do have a favourite, but for people who start out, I would definitely say that a go-to is to have a couple of cat balls and a couple of K2s, which I have here.
Yeah.
So we have an abundance of these. I think between me and Doogie we have 12 of these.
Oh wow, yeah.
And we've probably got about 10 cat balls.
And they're pretty cheap, aren't they? They're reasonable price, aren't they? The K2 meters and obviously cat balls.
Yeah.
They used to be, but obviously paranormal is becoming more popular, so the prices shoot up. Donna, yeah, when he packs them in the bag, like, I'm very specific about how I pack my bag. Everywhere's got a place. I'll actually show you my bag and I'll show you Doogie's bag and you'll see the difference. But yeah, I think when we first bought these, I think we paid maybe about £12, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were, about £12, yeah.
Some places sell these anywhere between 10 and 35 plus pounds for these.
Oh, okay.
It really depends where you're getting them from and how many you're buying at the one time as well. And we have an abundance of cat balls as well, which, oh, that's strange. I've just opened this bag and that's on.
Wow.
I always turn this off. And
That's the first bit of paranormal activity, guys, we had this evening.
And what is that
Those videos always happy to answer any questions in the comments as well. So we have the cat balls as well, touch sensor. We've had these go off a few times when no one's been near them at all and nothing else has been near it. I've never had one move, I don't think, but we do use these as well. So
Yeah.
see if the ground is uneven.
Yeah. That's excellent. Where did
Put
you
it
get
on.
that stand from? I've not even seen them.
Where you got your teddy bear from? She makes them. Is it GEC?
Jake Paratech.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's where that came from as well. That keeps
Yeah,
turning
I've been
on.
looking at one of them myself because I've got spirit dolls, and I've been looking at getting one of them for my dolls. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna show you the bags because as Donna said there, you will see that mine's
It's like
quickly organised.
but with the paranormal stuff.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Let me see if I can flip this around.
Guys, we're getting to see what's in a paranormal bag right now. This is exciting.
I'm excited. I'm like, oh.
I know, so am I. I'm gonna be like, what's that? What's that?
Ah, there we go. Right, so this is my bag. I've just pulled this out, so that's probably why it's wet. And they will normally sit there. But that's my bag. It's all nice and neat.
We can't see. You need to turn your camera around and save
right.
it. It's on your profile picture.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So this is my bag.
Oh, I love how it's purple.
Yeah, purple's my favourite colour. All nice and neat.
I love this.
And that's Dougie's.
Oh my days, thrown in there.
His and hers.
It's her diet. So yeah, that's my bag that I keep all my smaller things in.
I love that.
Clearly I'm not very good at technology either. Because there we go.
That's it. That's
I'm
it.
back. I'm still getting used to this whole camera
I
thing.
don't know. I've been doing it for
Yeah,
a couple of years and I still can't do it. That was amazing. So you've got the cat balls, you've got the EMF, and what was that thing that Nick said? Oh, I've been looking at them. What was that? Because I haven't seen that.
So that's a static detector. So we use different sort of devices to pick up different types of energy. So static energy is what this is supposed to pick up. I have a couple of devices that picks up static devices. I've also got it picks up static energy. But I've also got that as well, which is it's a wee mini pod. So
Okay.
it was from Apidroid. Now you won't be able to see that, but that is maybe can. It's actually personalised.
Yeah.
So these two effectively
want to
do. So
buy
everything does something different. Picks up different things. I do quite like that one as well because it's purple. Of course,
I knew things that we could just keep buying from. Like first it was crystals, then it was cards, and now we're going to be buying paranormal equipment.
Yeah. Well, I do actually have two favourite pieces of equipment. My first favourite, and it's been my favourite since the very beginning, is my dowsing rods.
Oh, don't. Actually, you need to come and help me because my dowsing rods do not work, and I've just disowned them now.
I think you've just broke them. I think yours are broken and your guides left you.
Yeah, they're like, no, we ain't playing with that. No.
Hi, Donna.
I even said you could use my guide. I'm like, use my guide. Use my guide.
We tried that and that didn't work. So maybe I've just got a dodgy pair of dowsing rods. Maybe they're just a bit dodgy.
But Kerry's mum's ones worked for you.
Yeah, they did work for me. Yeah.
I think yours are just broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do like mine. I've loved them right from the beginning. I hold them in a very specific way. I don't hold them out like that. I hold them close so that I've steadied my hands and my arms with my body.
Yeah, sort of thing.
Yeah. Because I do see it quite a lot of people holding them out here. And if you're holding it here, you're losing your balance, your sense of kind of gravity. So it's quite easy. The smallest movement can make them move. Whereas if you're holding them tight, yours kind of tight so that it stops them from moving. And you can actually feel the energy coming through them. My mum comes through mine.
Wow.
Every time. It's like she wants to tell me something and I'm like, can you not tell me while I'm on an investigation?
But that's nice because that's a nice little easy way for you to connect with her as well. So that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. But my second favourite piece of equipment is my own personal REM pod. This was made it was personalised for me as well. And it's purple. And it's very sensitive. It's more sensitive than the other ones that we've got. You need to be closer to it for it to go off.
Okay.
And it has only went off at 2 locations.
Wow.
And
You can trust it.
one of the locations it went off, it was in the basement stroke dungeon of Closeburn Castle, which we have done with Lost Whispers. That was a great location.
Wow.
We've been there 3 times, and it only has ever went off there. Yeah, proximity sensor. Those thanks. Was the best
Wow.
time it's went off. And then we went to an abandoned orphanage, and it went off there too. So, and it's not really went off anywhere else.
So you know that when it goes off, you're like, right, there's definitely something here if this has gone off.
Yeah.
Shannon, so just in the comments, people are writing loads and loads of questions. So if we could just answer some of them.
Yeah.
So one of the first questions that people keep writing is, are you not scared when you go on a ghost hunt?
No. I'm actually more afraid of the living. Oh yeah, sorry Donna, you're right, it did go off in the hospital. So 3 locations out of the many locations we've been to. So yeah. No, I'm not afraid at all. I genuinely am more scared of living people.
Yeah.
And I know that's a cliche that people say you should be more afraid of
But it's
the
true.
but yeah.
I know
Sorry,
that.
I'm missing people's questions. I'm terrible at reading them and doing this at the
Last
same
time
time.
I Angel's
miss
on
it
it.
all the time.
What's the next one, Angel? Did you see one?
Let's have a look. Abby says, I love it, Maura said. Again, does it not frighten you? So when's the next ghost hunt, ladies? Well, we actually have a plan, Batman, for a little idea where we're going to actually ask Sharon if she wanted to join.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
So we are planning on meeting together at Chillingham Castle and doing a ghost hunt at Chillingham.
That's really, really freaky because I have actually been talking to Doogie about going to Chillingham.
Do you know what that is? That's psychic abilities, that is.
I was actually talking to him just in fact, I think we've talked about it a couple of times. We were watching a programme, and I said, we need to go there. We need to go there.
Well, I've got a scary story about Chillingham.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Chillingham on a day out as a family. Woohoo, let's go to Chillingham. And we went, and there was a plant outside, and it clearly stated this plant was hexed and not to touch it. So I thought I was a clever clogs, and I went, oh, you mean like this? And I touched it, and all of a sudden my finger morphed with a massive lump on it, and still to this day you can still see the lump on my finger. And it literally lumped up as if like some hexed witch that had hexed this plant had said, because you think you're a smart arse, I'm going to make sure that your finger's deformed for the rest of your life. So if someone says in Chillingham not to touch it, girls, don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
I don't think I would anyway, Angel. Like,
I legit was like, well, what's it going to do? What's it going to do? Poison us?
Yes.
Never again.
so what got you into paranormal, the paranormal world anyway?
So when I was younger, I was probably, I think, I would have been about 16, and I used to have 2 single beds in my bedroom because it used to be really, really big, and my friend used to always stay overnight. And when she never stayed, this bed was perfectly made. And after my grandpa passed, I used to sit up in the middle of the night, still sleeping, but talking to my grandpa. And when I woke up in the morning, there used to be an indent where it would look as if somebody was sitting there. And my mum used to tell me, oh, you were talking to your grandpa again, you know he's not here. And I was like, well, I know, but I'm talking to him. And she says it's almost like you're in a trance. It's like you're sleeping, but you're not really sleeping. So that kind of started it off, was sort of that. And I used to watch Most Haunted. I know.
good.
And I used to think, oh wow, that's so good, them doing that. And as I got older, I was like, that's so rubbish what they're doing. Like that's so fake. I need to get out there and like see what it's all about. And then I met my husband, and then we were like a few years later, and that's when he told me about where he lived, his house, his family home, and he used to tell me that he would wake up, or he would always see this man in the corner of his room on a rocking chair, and his dad used to give him into trouble for smoking, even though he didn't smoke, but you could smell pipe smoke in the house.
Wow.
And it just kind of went from there, and then we built up on it, and it was my sister-in-law and it was just something we just always liked. And then my sister-in-law got us our first public event at Bannockburn House in Stirling, and we were in I'm sure it was the laundry room, and you feel the energy as if the residual energy as if people are still working there, and they're doing their rounds and they're washing up and they're doing the laundry. And then we moved into the kind of big main hall bit, and I felt as if my legs were stuck to the ground. My heart rate shot up, but my breathing and everything was fine, but I was feeling like somebody was like holding me down. And we were in the dark, and it wasn't until later that we were talking about it after the event, and Dougie had said to me, during all that time, I looked in the mirror, and he didn't know there was a mirror like on the other side, so he literally looked in one mirror that looked in another one, and as soon as he did that, that's when that started to happen to me. And when it lifted away, that's when he came over to me. So it was really bizarre how all that sort of happened. And that was it. After that, we got the buzz for it. So we then went to the next public event, then the next one, then the next one. And then we started to realise, why are we paying for all of these when Scotland is full of abandoned places that are really haunted? So we started to go to abandoned places ourselves. And then I came on TikTok and met a few people and kind of built it from there.
Amazing. So I started doing this about 25 years ago. I haven't done it in a long time, I'm going to be honest. But when I was doing it, it was a bit like there was no public places, like public event places like you was talking about. It was all the abandoned places, or people that would say, would you come to our stately home or wherever sort of thing and have a look, because we've got a problem. But it's amazing to hear that you do these abandoned places, because I also love the urban exploring side of things too. So that's really cool. So do you find it difficult finding these locations now then? No?
Oh, not in Scotland. They're everywhere. I find them a bit difficult, more local. To me, there's not really much local around me. It's more like castle ruins that are closer to me. But really anything half an hour drive plus, there's a load of stuff. It is becoming slightly more dangerous for us now going to abandoned places. We are a bit more cautious about where we go.
Yeah.
We really look into it first before we decide to go. So there's always that. Our friends, Loz and Donna, had a bad experience in a place. He was attacked, which, should never have happened in the first place. So, there's always that risk that you're taking going to these places. But
I suppose you mean spiritually attacked, not. Oh no, somebody. Oh no, that's awful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that we always have to consider that wherever we go as well. Yeah. But we try not to let it affect too much. But it's always there. It's always a thought. It's always a consideration. Because you have to be safe. Safety first.
I was going to say, do you go as a group now rather than just maybe you and your husband first or something like you go? Yeah, safety.
Shannon, was it your friend that is Lost Whispers Paranormal?
Yes, that's Loz and Donna. Yeah.
They're asking if they can join, Kerry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you send me an invite, darling, on our accept? I think that's probably the easiest way. If not, I'll try and figure it out. If you want to pop up and say something, yeah. Oh, here we go. Someone's done something. I'm not very good with this, guy, so bear with. Oh, here we go. Lost Whispers Paranormal, yeah?
Yep.
Let's see. Hello?
Hello?
How are we?
Hello!
Hello.
2 wee seconds, guys. 2 wee seconds. So I turn my camera on.
This is good, this, isn't it, girls? We should do this more often. Bring you.
Yeah, we should. Maura's asking, have you ever had a dangerous experience with a bad spirit?
Me, no, I haven't, but Dougie has. It was at Castle Mingus. It's spelt Menzies, but it's actually pronounced Mingus. And it wasn't so much it was a strange one because he didn't know the story of the place. I did. I knew the basics of the story there, and we were up on the top floor, and there was a couple of like really quite disturbed spirits, shall we call them, that he picked up on. He never really went into it too much, but he got the full story of what happened there to a young girl, and he never went to the back of them again after that because he was like, I'm not going in there. No, that's darkness in there.
Wow.
So he kind of took himself away from it. But yeah, we have come across a few, but we just take ourselves away. We don't leave ourselves too much. I think Loz has though, almost, didn't you, Loz?
Yeah, well, as Shannon said, we investigated an abandoned orphanage, and what I did was the Estes method. There's a sensory deprivation experiment. Basically, you've got a lot of static noise coming through the spirit box, and I went into a trance-like state when a spirit was coming through, and I let it get into my mind basically, and it took a while for me to come back to terms basically.
Wow.
And before I'd went to this same orphanage with Loz and Donna, me and Dougie had went with my cousin, and he picked up on the same bad spirit there as well, and Dougie felt that bad with it that he never went back.
Really?
So it was, yeah. He was a bit reluctant to. He didn't want me to go back, but obviously I decided so.
Yeah. See, we've had, me personally, I've had a bad experience with a reading where the person I was reading, their home had a bad spirit in. And when we say about protection being so important, like, I honestly don't feel like we can express it as much, because I know I personally felt dead depressed for the next couple of weeks. Like, again, my mind was playing tricks on us. Like, I just was really angry out of nowhere. There was so many different things that I felt of just tapping in to do a reading with someone that lived in that house, let alone like connecting to that spirit itself. So I couldn't do what you do. Like, it would freak me out.
Well,
I'd be in there with holy water, just throwing holy water at them, hiding in the boot.
No, I mean, there's a fun element to it as well. It's all in the excitedness of, the what's the word I'm looking for? It's
Like the adrenaline.
It's the adrenaline of it, and it's the joy of trying to discover if there is something around us all the time, or I mean, I believe there is anyway. So for me, it's not a question, but it's the joy of finding evidence to back up what we believe as well. So as much as we take it seriously, for us, well, for me, I think it's fun as well, because it's something that I enjoy and it's something that I really believe in as well.
Absolutely, that's
Yeah.
what I love about it too, the physical phenomena side of it.
And I love the Estes method as well. I can't hear it because
So is that the one where you blindfold and you've got
and
the
you've got the noise
headphones?
cancelling.
Yeah, yeah.
We were at an abandoned military barracks, and Dougie had done one of the best dual Estes session that I've ever witnessed. It was absolutely brilliant. Like, it was so on point. It was so relevant, as well as being quite funny as well, because some of the things that was being said, I was laughing, and Dougie is on. I mean, the both of them has got noise cancelling headphones, so they can't hear us, and I'm laughing. And Dougie turns in and says to me, "It's no laughing matter," and I'm like, "How can you even hear me?" And it was just, and they both came out with Ireland, and they both came out with the same name, and they're back to back, so it's not as if they can even see each other because, well, they're back to back. They've got headphones on, and it was just incredible. It was one of the best sessions that I've ever witnessed. So yeah.
Do you do lives doing this? Because I watch this bloke called Bubba After Dark, and he does all of that with the blindfolds and go to asylums and stuff. And I think it's fascinating just to hear what comes out and stuff. And it is a bit freaky deaky, but it's exciting as well. I'm just wow. Okay.
Yeah, we both go live.
You're gonna have to share it to us next time because I want to watch.
Yeah, so everybody follow these guys because, oh my god, it sounds amazing, doesn't it?
We've got an amazing question as well, an amazing one. Is sleep paralysis from spirit, do you think?
I think it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
What were you saying, Nick? Sorry, I put it in.
No, I've got my partner Donna here as well. She's saying, what was it you said?
Supposedly only if you see yourself from above.
Supposedly you can only see yourself from above.
Oh. So your partner does it too, does she?
Yeah.
She does it with you, and then you and your partner. Oh, that's lovely. And then you all come together. Is that how you guys met on here then, or did you know
Yep.
each other?
Yeah,
No, we met on here. Loz and Donna was actually one of in fact, they were the first paranormal team that I followed on here. Not knowing that they were Scottish until I actually went in and watched their live.
Stage you heard their
And I was like,
voices.
oh my god, they're Scottish, this is so good. And then to discover they were only half an hour away from us as well.
Destin.
So what would you say, in your experience of doing it, is that have you got one specific memory of something that's was really amazing that stood out for you and what gave you the wow factor?
Good question.
The wow factor for me was when we investigated Closeburn Castle and we caught the shadow of a young boy.
I'm trying to think of mine.
There's many to choose from. Because I've done.
There is. It's very difficult actually because
the shadow of the young boy is the one that's the most that will stick out to me.
Mm-hmm.
And did you capture that on camera?
On a live video.
Wow.
I assume, but you might not. Have you got that on your channel so
Yes.
the viewers here can see? Wonderful.
Have you still got it pinned, those?
Yeah, it's only pinned video on my page.
I'm gonna go and have a sneaky peeky after the live.
We're going to follow you up later.
That's what they mean.
I'm trying to think what mine's is. I've got a few. I have to say mine's is probably Stirling Jail, actually, which is strange because it was a rather quiet night in terms of paranormal activity, but it was actually when we were there on a public event, and I was in the governor's office and it was pitch black, but I could see a black figure in the far end of the room, and in my ear I heard a really heavy breath, and something tugged on my bag, and we'd put a K2 and a cat ball next to a set of keys, with it being the governor's office. We thought we'll do that, and the K2 we went live, so it couldn't, all our phones were all in airplane mode as well, The K2 and the cat ball was both going off simultaneously as well. And so that, I mean, it doesn't really seem that significant, but when I found out that my ancestors was a governor in there,
Oh,
it kind of pieced it together for me. I do have a second one, and it was with Roz and Donna down at an abandoned convent. And it was when I had a K2 and my REM pod sitting on a chair, and I was communicating, and we had an SLS going at the same time, and they all corroborated everything together. And that was quite... I know that Dougie and Donna didn't want to go up the stairs, and me and Roz was like, let's go up. Not scared at all, like, let's go up.
well, that's
Yeah, I think that would be amazing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if everything's going off, you know that there's a lot going on, and you're like, yeah, I think I'd be amazed with something like that.
I've actually still not even pieced that video together. I really need to put the because it's two videos, because Donna had videoed the SLS part of it, and I've videoed the K2 and the REM pod bits. I need to do a wee overlay, and I've still not got around to doing it yet, but I really need to, because it was good.
Yeah.
That was a good. The place was stunning. You could tell it was a stunning building at one point in its life, and that's what I love about them as well.
The history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we've been very lucky to. In fact, I'm saying it was still in jail. It's not. I'm forgetting about the one place that has probably had the most significant impact on me, actually.
Oh, go on then.
I mean, I can't believe that Roz hasn't corrected me on this one.
I'm waiting for you.
See, I knew it.
He's had so many experiences. He's like, I don't know which one you're going to say.
He knows exactly what I'm going to say. It's an abandoned hospital.
Someone in the comments has said.
Even Donna's put it in the comments.
Hospital.
So this hospital, I've been for past life regression therapy, and in one of my lives I was apparently a nurse, and I'm a nurse now as well. And it was really funny because when we went to this hospital, I don't know if those are the members the members when I said this, because he likes to wander about and all that. And I remember walking into a room and going, I feel really at home in this room. And I don't know if you remember hearing me say that.
I do.
And it was really funny because in this past life regression therapy, I was in a room at a hospital. I did stay there, and everything about this. And I even said, like, I feel as if I should be in that hospital. Like, I feel so at home at that hospital. But the evidence that we got there was incredible. So me and Roz were standing like here, and Donna was kind of way down the corridor, and all of a sudden there was this massive smash to the right hand side of us, and we were on the ground floor. There was no one else there, and all the windows are all bricked up, so it couldn't have been anything from outside. I'm still trying to figure out where this smashed glass could possibly have came from, and still not figured it out.
Wow. So you didn't even
But I remember the two of us jumping out of our skin, which we don't normally do.
Well,
I actually have a picture of this.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I don't know how to.
Go on.
I don't know how to put it up. Hold on, let me see if I can figure it out.
If you do like the green screen, it should come up. So guys, if you've got any other questions, write them in the comment section for Beautiful Lost.
Is that a green screen? That's not a green screen, isn't it? Nope,
No,
Shannon,
not
what are you doing?
And what's your wife called, sorry, Lost?
Donna.
Donna. For Donna, Lost, and Shannon as well. If you've got any questions, guys, write it in the comment section as well. This is so interesting and really nice of them to come on Kerry's Live in our podcast and give with their side of the other side of things. The pod just went mad then. The other side of things. So it's really exciting. I'm just honestly, when he's all in there like in chilling them, I'm going to be sitting outside going, what's in there?
Oh, you always say that. I'm not getting involved. I'm standing back, and then you're straight in there getting involved.
In there like swimming. Hello.
Right.
Well, there
So
you go.
what am I doing? What is going on here?
So just make sure you click on the correct photo, Shannon.
Donna says her scariest is the roadhouse where the spirit took me over and it wanted me. What? That'd be me. I'd be in.
What?
Always does
Yeah,
that.
I got
Always
one.
changes it to a right rise and it changes it to up.
Yeah, I would have been straight out there, Donna. I'd have been like, no, that's it, I'm done.
I would be in the boot, holy water, bathing in it.
There we go.
I'm different that way. I'm different. I tend to run towards the thing it wants to happen.
So that's in Scotland.
Yes.
It looks like some kind of American building, doesn't it? It's
It
amazing.
really does.
And if you look there, right there, that's those.
Hi, Loz.
But
Go up.
so that's the part that we were in.
Yeah.
And then after we'd done an investigation there, we then walked around to the other bit of it, and I caught an apparition of somebody running, and I still can't debunk that like now either, even though I've tried. I still can't. I'm still trying, but I still can't.
Wow.
That's one thing in the paranormals, like you always need to try and look at other angles first before you can go down the routes of saying that could be unexplainable. Anything can be related to paranormal, you know what I mean? Like a curtain can move, that could just be a small wind, so you need to look at the out the box first before you actually look in the heart and the centre of it. So that's about the best piece of tips or information I give anybody. Always look outside the box first before going down the routes of paranormal.
That is really good advice. Work outwards in sort of thing before. Yeah.
But I mean, look at that.
That is a great
Incredible
as
building.
well. It's like an album cover.
Actually, I can't believe I took such a good photo. It's an amazing location. It's stunning, and to think that despite the inside being the mess it is, the outside is still beautiful, still stunning.
And do you think so? Now you've been doing it for quite a bit. Is it helped you to be more sensitive around energy? If you walk into a building, can you sense the energy straight away if you feel that there's something there? And
so not all the time for me, but yes, I have definitely become more sensitive. I mean, just for example, I was at a gig the other night, and I was at the end row, and where I was sitting, the steward kept walking past me. Now, we had loads of people walk past us, but every time she walked past me, I get this really strange shiver right up the one side. Every time she walked past me. It didn't happen with anyone else. And I was just like, that is really strange. And it wasn't until I thought about it, and I was like, and I looked at her, and I was like, I just get a really strange feeling from her. I can walk into a place and I do get a feel for it. And I was watching something the other night, and I'd said to Dougie, I keep getting something in my head about whatever it was, and he's like that. I just had the same, and I was like, oh, right, okay. So I definitely become slightly more
naturally opening up here.
Yeah.
Give her a couple of years, she'll be on here with me.
yeah, that's it. She'll be speaking to all your loved ones.
It's like any from a paranormal investigator side, it's over time you get to know the environment. You could walk into a room, feel absolutely nothing, and you can go into the next room just beside it and go, wait a minute, I can feel something here. I will never claim to have any form of mediumship skills or nothing like that. It's something that's a way out my league. But I know when I walk in a room, I can go, right, the air feels really heavy in here, or the energy feels really heavy in here. Let's set up here for a while and see what happens. Sometimes I could be wrong, sometimes I'm right, but it's one of those ones where you just know, you know.
I would always say listen to those feelings, and I always say, so when I used to do this years ago, we are the best tool, paranormal device that you can have in your kit before
100%.
anything else sort of thing. So listen, so like if you don't feel right and there's a reason for it.
absolutely.
Paranormal or not, I suppose.
Absolutely. Because I think when we went to a castle, and I remember Laura was telling me that the basement was the only place where you really felt like a really bad end. Was it you felt really
Uneasy.
uneasy?
Yeah.
And it was funny because when we went down, you went down first, and then me and Donna were right behind you. And I remember looking down the right side, but I don't even know when we looked down the right hand side of the we were turning left, and then Donna right behind me went, "There's somebody down there," and it kind of set the mood for the rest of the night. And then from that we'd had something being thrown, and there was like kind of, you could feel it. You could just feel the energy from that side of it.
Wow,
So,
wow, that's amazing. Did we have any other questions before we ask our own? I don't know if there was anyone that popped in. Hi, Tony.
My dog's like, no, I ain't going in anywhere like that.
My dog, he sits with me on my other podcast over on YouTube, but he's more ET. He is my dog. But we were Draggy there, my dog. He's in America. He's in New York. So, but
You'll have to come on a little stand.
places like that behind you.
Come on a little stand, Kerry. We'll just have him on the phone.
Yeah, we'll just have him like this. Come on, Martin.
Come along.
Bless
So,
him.
I feel like this would be a really, really good opportunity, again, for those that are just coming in, just to introduce yourselves, guys, introduce what you are doing, what you do on a daily basis as well. That would be really, really good. He sees he's fine. I'm all right. Because I met beautiful Shannon. I can't remember where I met you actually, but we become friends, didn't we, quite a while ago on the app. I think I actually fell in one of your lives, you know. I think that's
so,
what it
actually.
was. I think I fell in one of your lives, and then I was just chatting to you, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm doing this tarot course," and you were like, "Oh, that's mint," and I was like, "All right, okay, yeah," and then we just chatted, and then we've been friends ever since. And then it's nice to meet you, Lost, and you, Donna, as well. Like, just to meet each other. It's love seeing your face.
Do you guys have a UB2B as well?
Yes.
What's that, sorry?
Yes.
Do you have a channel on the UBTube?
Yeah.
Is it the same name as what you've got on here?
Yeah. I need to actually do more with that.
Yeah, it's trying to keep
Yeah.
up with it all, isn't
Well,
it?
there's a new section, and you do it with a football, and it begins with a K.
Oh, yes.
That's meant to be an up and coming new one.
Oh,
I've got no idea what you're talking.
we'll have to talk
I don't
about
know.
it somewhere else.
Yeah, we'll have to message about it, but it's
Okay.
definitely something you can look into.
It's fun, it's fab.
Yeah,
We have to
definitely.
be careful what we say, my dog, so we have to make it up, make the words up.
Make it sound like it, but not it, if that makes sense. Otherwise, we get everything to start slowing down on here.
Exactly. We'll get into trouble. But, we went to a haunted little jail when we went to Derby, me, Nixie and Kerry.
We did.
And
I remember this. Did you not go live from there?
we
Yeah.
did. But what we didn't know was Nixie collects haunted dolls. Now me, I'm like, no thanks, haunted dolls. She feels like you need to give a spirit a home.
It's like they're like orphan spirits, aren't they? So when you've got you've got to give them a home, or they might end up who knows where. So
She collects them. Well, I'm not like that. So she reluctant to tell her that she'd had a word with one of our little newest dolls that was a little girl and said, "Oh, you can come away with her." And we took
they
a
might have
photo.
missed me. I was gone for a weekend.
We took a photo, and there she was in full swing, her whole
You
body,
get the photo
even
up.
a little satchel.
Can you get it up, Angel? Was she a little bug?
And then I'll make you big if you can.
So she's like, look at this little girl. She's got a satchel and everything. I was like, by the way, I did say to one of my spirit dolls if she wanted to come along with me, she could come along with me.
Yeah. You should see Mama Marty's one.
So,
Whole-
I have a massive collection of dolls.
Hey, see?
Got haunted
See?
dolls.
No.
Well, I don't know. The chances are they're not all haunted. The chances are that some of them, in fact, I know they are because Dougie's already told me they're haunted. But I have over 200 dolls.
Wow.
Wow, that's a
Oh
colour.
my gosh.
Right, so when you get another, I get another one, and you say, Faye, you've got enough, I can go, well, I'm nowhere near 200, so...
Yeah, when our
Take
friend
me.
says no more, Nixie, you go, well, I have a friend. My 4 and nothing.
Some of them, well, they all live at my father's house because my children don't like them.
Well,
Dougie doesn't like them either. Some of them don't live in the loft because they don't like it. So, not coming to stay for a couple of
Do you
days.
guys like to meet Lily?
Oh, yes, you have one, don't you? And I have one in the house as well that has a young, sad girl attached to her. I also have one in the car that I've just got from someone as well. So
In the car? Oh, right, okay. I thought, well, did it live in the car?
no, she'll be
I was
coming out
thinking
the car
that's
soon.
that's a good idea. It's to hide it from my husband. I could always like start placing them in random places.
Oh my God, that's freaky.
Yeah, that one is a bit freaky. That one.
I love her. She always looks great in my photos.
Oh.
You need
So
to
there's attachment of a boy, a teenage boy.
Now, this is, yeah, I don't know how good that's going to be on someone's phone, but in the reflection of the window there is the spirit girl.
Yeah, behind Angel there's my little Alice in the window.
You can see our satchel, you can see where the top of our dress is, our head. And outside of there, guys, there was nothing there. There was nothing outside. There was a hot tub further across, but there was nothing there.
And inside there was obviously us and a table. That was it. And that's not obviously our reflections or the table to our reflections. So it was very, very interesting.
And I goes to her, why is the spirit followed her? And she was like, well, I invited. And I was like, Nixie, seriously.
She was
Seriously.
going to bring it, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. But Kerry, right? So I'm like the half in there, half out there kind of girl. Like if it's freaky deaky, I'm like, I'm out. So what Kerry and Nixie were planning to do, because they used, like, Kerry uses Ouija boards and like I don't. And she was going to send us a pizza to my house with a Ouija board underneath it. And then when I was going to come home, in my actual suitcase, they were going to stick a card in there with some dude who worships the devil in it.
Well, that's your view of him. I don't think he does.
I think he might. And I was in a shop today, collectibles. I walked in and they had them little tiny bar thingamabobs all over the shop. I was like, Mum, we need to get out. Yeah, we need to get out. Yeah, quick. She was like, what's the matter? I went, they've got Satan sacrificing dolls in here.
Oh my God.
I've never ran out of the shop so quick with me little hobbly leg and me stick. There's something wrong with that woman.
That was our stuff.
Collectibles, I was going up in the world.
Well, Lily, the doll that Oz has just showed you there,
Yeah.
she likes to be quite active. She has moved.
What, the actual doll itself has moved?
She moved.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I caught it on camera.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm sure.
Hi, Jordan.
Loz, correct me if I'm wrong, but were we not on a live at the time? And I had
Yes.
and we were setting up in a different bit, weren't we? And
Orphanage.
I'm sure we were live, weren't we?
Orphanage.
Aye, we were live though, weren't we?
Yep.
Yeah. So, oh, that's right, because I had a few people comment as well to say they seen the doll move, and we were setting up, putting another. We were doing an experiment, and it was Loz and Dawn had come up with the experiment where they would have a spirit board with a cat ball and a glass on top of it, and Lily would be sitting next to the board. And the first place we had her set up was upstairs in the orphanage. We were downstairs, nobody else was there. Loz had set up a camera showing the door and showing the board and that as well, so that we could show that nobody had come in and moved anything or done anything. They also set up a light sensor as well, is that right, at the doorway? Now, if I'm right, did that not go off?
Before Lily moved, the motion sensor light tripped on.
So we've done that up the stairs, and then we moved it to a cupboard down the stairs, and while we were setting up, that's when she moved. Like it was as if she just kind of went from here to there.
Wow.
She'd already been in that position for a good minute and a half. So we know it wasn't because she was positioned wrong.
Yeah.
It was because, well,
She's moved.
she's moved.
Wow.
Yeah. I was so happy to get that on video.
Yeah, because there's times like obviously I've gone downstairs and that one of mine I'll put in a certain position and like 2 days later she's back. But because obviously I haven't seen it, I'm like, well, the kids could have touched it, you know, someone could have touched it and moved it. So the fact that you've actually caught it and people witnesses it as well, so they know you've not like done something and made a video and made it look like it's done it.
Yeah.
I think, wow, that's amazing.
And I think we were all kind of sort of facing kind of away from it as well, but my camera was still on it because I was holding it in a wee handheld, and my camera was still on it, and that was just sheer luck.
Yeah.
Than anything else that I hadn't turned at the same time.
Like, Charlie can confirm this as well, or like yourself can confirm this. You can go to a location, get absolutely nothing over 6, 7, 8 hours. You can go to another location, get things happening within the first minute. You know, we investigated the Old King's Head in Chester. It's now classified as My Haunted Hotel, and we managed to capture a young kid's voice saying, "My name is Billy."
Wow.
Wow.
Do you find it's the ones that you think are not going to be haunted are haunted?
Yeah.
I loved that so much that they'd caught that I was saying to Doogie, like, we need to go there now, we need to go. And we have actually had like sort of chats about going, haven't we?
Yeah.
Go back. We've not got anything set in stone, but absolutely need to
For
go.
2025.
Yeah.
Have you got anything set in stone? Do you have one that's coming up, or?
I'm currently working on getting, as Shannon's pointed out before, the Stirling Old Town Jail. I'm working with the event organiser to organise a date, hopefully for the beginning of February, to get that sorted and put in motion.
We have a few things sort of on the go, but it's just getting things finalised for 2025. I'm looking at a museum that's only about 10 minutes away from me. It's called the Denny Tank Museum. So they've already gave us the price. We just need to give them dates. So we've got that. We also have another team who are coming up from England who are going to meet up with us as well. So we've got that. I think that's the end of February.
You talk about Spooky Blinders. Yeah.
I'm sure that's the end of
I think
February.
I think it's the end of January, Phil said, for Spooky Blinders, but I could be wrong. I'll get more.
Yeah,
on that.
So we do have a few sort of things, but it's just, and also exclusive. I do need to message Loz and Dawn about this one as well. But we were one of the first, in fact, we were part of the only group that has investigated a hotel up in the sort of, not quite north, but up northeast of Scotland. And after we went, it was a public event. They didn't really want anyone else back, apart from, they said to Doogie, you can come back because we like you. Something happened there, and I'm not going to say what it is because I really hope Roz and Dawn is going to come with us, so I don't want to influence anything.
But do let us know when you go in and you're streaming so we can all watch.
Yeah, and she said to Doogie, you were the only person that picked up on this, so you can come back. And Doogie has emailed her, and she's gave us basically times where she just doesn't want us to go there, and that basically she said as long as it's not like the big holidays, Easter holidays, that sort of thing, we can literally have the run of the place.
Wow. Well, don't let that one slip. We need to get
Right, we need to look out for that one then.
In there like swimwear. Get in there.
So before we come towards the end, I just want to know, and if any of the girls have got any questions as well, but my one was, where have you not been and what is on your dream list to go? Anywhere in the world, obviously.
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world? Oh my goodness.
Penhurst Asylum.
Where, sorry, Don?
Penhurst Asylum in America.
See, mine's is Trans-Allegheny.
Oh, where's that?
That's in America as well.
I haven't heard of that one. I've heard of Penhurst. Wow.
So we need to all stay at Mardog's house and go on an adventure in America then.
I think it's
my dog with us.
I think they say it's one of, if not the most haunted location in America,
Oh my
and I want to go.
Would you want to go to like the Area 51 and stuff like that? Would you be interested in going down there and seeing if you felt anything?
I just for a look.
You wouldn't say no, but
I wouldn't say no.
In there, why not?
Well,
I
I'm
wouldn't say
just-
no.
no. What was the
there we go.
question, sorry?
Sleeping on my dog's floor, and he is coming.
But I would probably go anywhere in Savannah as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd go anywhere that's haunted, to be honest.
What about like Salem? Would you go to Salem?
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be interesting.
Oh, man, I was like just by Salem earlier this year, but I wasn't brave enough to go because I had some time, but I sat in the airport instead. But it's on my dream for Salem.
No, but I think for me, I think that's how I'm saying it correctly. I'm sure it's Allegheny Asylum. I think that's how you say it.
Us
Probably.
Scottish folks just live in an asylum. We're that crazy, so it's all good.
Aye, it's that crazy we would go to any asylum.
You know what it is though? You'd probably fit in. They'd
Probably
probably
would,
just be
actually.
like, "Oh, you're supposed to be here." You're just like
Welcome with open arms. Come on, and you come.
Well, you do know what they say there's a very, very close link with psychotics and psychics. So I'm just saying there may be a link there.
Oh,
Yeah.
looking up then. It would burn us, wouldn't they, back in the day? So
Could you imagine? I'd just be like, wrong person. It's definitely Nixie. 3 doors down. She's got the dolls.
yeah.
Yes.
No, but like, it was Kara. She made me like this. She put a spell on me.
Well, if my past life regression therapy is accurate, I've also been a witch in the 1800s as well. So, you know, they definitely.
I think anyone that's like interested in this kind of thing must have had a past life doing and working with it. I feel like we're always drawn to the same kind of thing, aren't we, throughout like each life?
It's like we're
Yeah.
carrying on our work from the previous life.
Yeah.
Well, I do past life regressions, and I would definitely love to do one on you, and we'll have a little deeky. But don't tell us any more about yourself, because I don't like to know anything about them. I'm proper horrible when I do readings. I'm like, I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know.
Oh no, I totally agree with
info
that.
or
I totally
nothing.
agree. Like, I think it's very, Donna, definitely. I think you're absolutely right. Like, I think the less that you know about someone, the less biased you are, and the less,
Definitely.
you're
not easily influenced either by the information, you know. So, for instance, like with the girls, because I know them so well, we're with each other every day. It's harder for me to do a reading on them because I know everything about them than it would be if I was to say do one on you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it must be the same with you as well. Like if you know certain things about a certain area, you don't want to say that because you know that people know about it.
Yeah. It's funny because that's what attracted Dougie to me in the first place, was that he couldn't read me at all. He couldn't get anything from me. And he said I was the only person that he's never been able to pick up anything from.
Oh, it's like the Twilight movie, isn't it?
So, you know.
That's strange, though, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that's so.
I mean, he knows everything about me now. He can't get away from me now, but, you know,
Yeah.
that's why he goes away to work.
He wasn't
For
allowed
free.
to see. That's what that was all about. They were like, no, you're going to find out. Closed book. So, guys, is there anything you would like to ask or say before I let you all go and get on with your lives? Any questions?
No, I'm good.
Oh,
I think that we should do this again when Dougie's back, and we should get Donna in the box as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
We could have all of them together.
Give us a day, we'll be there. We'll
It'll be in the
open.
new year, I reckon, now, because obviously I can't believe it's just around the corner. But absolutely, yeah. But get your photos ready or something. We can all have a little look, and that'd be cool, wouldn't it, to share?
Yeah.
I mean, I have plenty of photos there. I just don't know how to get to them, but they're all there.
So me, Nixie, and Kerry have got this new adventure we're doing. Okay, so we're gonna have a mystery person in the box. Now it's gonna be somebody that I know, because I'm gonna have to reach out to them and give them my backup account and so then go in. But it's going to be great, right? Because you are all going to be able to tune into this mystery person, see what you get, see what feelings you get. And it's going to be a bit like developing, but also something quite fun for us to do to like rejuvenate our gifts and stuff like that as well. So if you are up for that, we might be in touch and get you as a mystery guest.
That's interesting.
Or you can join in.
That sounds good, aye.
So we're going to have them only commenting in the comment section, so we don't know if they're male or female. We don't know what they do as a job. We don't know nothing, and we just see what we get, just for a laugh. And then we're gonna have.
That sounds quite interesting, actually.
Yeah, we're really excited. We're gonna do that in the new year as well, aren't we, Kerry and Nick?
We are, yeah.
I say yeah, it's the first I've heard of it. I'm like, yeah.
Me and Kerry just arrange these things and just bring you in. It's fine.
I'm just like, oh yeah, what we're doing? Yeah, okay, yeah.
What time? I'll be there, okay.
Yeah.
Right, my darlings. Well, thank you so much, both of you guys. It was lovely meeting you, Lars, for the first time. And guys in the chat, if you're not already following them and following us, hit the follow button now, because once they've gone, it's hard to find them again, sort of thing. So now's your time to follow us if you're not already. And yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
And thanks for having us in, Kerry.
That's all right, darling. Bye.
Bye.